ICS, and welcome to the ICS Synergy Report.
I'm James.
And I'm Janelle.
And we're here to bring you daily the most recent and relevant news at ICS.
There are 3 hot items on today. Sodexo has controversially raised its prices again. While with the AP and SAT tests coming up, lunch prices are the least of many people's problems.
But before we get to that, did you know that the very first Resound this year will be held right here in our very own theatre at ICS?
Of course I have. Practically everyone's excited here at ICS about hosting the citywide Christian youth event. We now have our correspondent, Gerald, who has exclusive information and rare interviews on this upcoming event.
Hello, I'm Gerald now, reporting at ICS. The greatest youth event, Resound, is happening this Friday, September 23rd. Here we have Mr. Ward, who will be in charge of Resound at ICS this year. Hello, Mr. Ward.
Hello, Gerald.
What is Resound?
Resound is a youth retreat that was set up by a couple of youth pastors at various churches around Hong Kong. And they wanted to see a movement amongst the youth of Hong Kong that would gather and worship together through prayer and music and just bring glory to God.
When was Resound originated?
It originated in 2009. It was the brainchild of Marcus Croce, who just had that vision and talked to a few other youth pastors, and they got the ball rolling.
Why is Resound being held at ICS this year?
The youth pastors wanted to have a strategic location where they felt that they could really get some momentum moving forward with Resound, and they thought ICS and the community that's at ICS that it would be a great place to start and get many students involved, and then hopefully use that to spark a movement amongst the various schools and churches in Hong Kong.
Thank you, Mr. Ward.
Thank you very much, Cheryl.
Let's hear what the students have to think about it. Hey, Hestevold, what do you think about this event?
I think that this event is very good. I think that it's good and healthy that youth groups come together and worship the Lord and have fun time and can express their joy for the Lord in many various ways.
Are you excited for it?
I am very excited for it. I have never attended Resound, and I can't make it this Friday, but I'm still very excited for it.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Hestevold.
Thank you, Mrs. Lau.
Hey, Abby, what do you think about Resound?
I think Resound is a really good event for people from different churches to come together and to meet.
Are you excited for Resound?
Yes.
Will you be going?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Abby. We'll be seeing you this Friday.
Thank you.
This Friday, 7:30, Resound at ICS Sheklin campus. This is Gerald now reporting from the ICS Synergy. Back to the studio.
Thank you, Gerald. Although Resound may only be with us for one night, here's something that will surely be in the minds of all our students for a very long time. Sodexo has raised the prices of its set lunches once again, and many cash-strapped students complain that it's gone too far. Now back to a busy reporter, Gerald, who has full details on this story.
Hello, I'm Gerald Lau, reporting from the ICS cafeteria. As we all know, the prices of Sodexo food has increased during the beginning of the year. Here is what some of the students have to say about it. Hey, Abby.
Hello.
What do you think of the raised price from the food of Sodexo?
I think it's really unfair for the students because the meals are already like super expensive already compared to outside. So if they raise the price, it's kind of even more expensive.
Thank you, Abby.
You're welcome.
Hey, Simon. What do you think about the raised price of the food from Sodexo?
I think it's kind of overthought, and you always have to carry coins because it's $31.
Thank you, Simon. After hearing what the students have to say about the rise of the cost of Sodexo food, here we have Sweet, the manager of ICS Sodexo, to answer some of our questions. Let's see what she has to say about the food increase prices. What was the main reason for the increase of the cost?
係咁嘅，因為咧我哋嘅供應商所有嘅貨品咧都增加晒啲價，咁相對地我哋都要喺我哋嘅食物成本上面咧提高翻少少嘅價錢啦。
Why did the company increase everything by $1?
係咁嘅，因為咧呢啲都係我哋上頭公司嘅指示嚟嘅。
Is the situation temporary?
目前都係呢個情形都係會係 keep 住呢個價錢嘅啦。
In the future, will the price grow rapidly?
呢啲咧就要睇下將來嘅市場經濟所有嘢咁樣再去定斷啦。依家呢一刻咧就唔知道，亦都答唔到究竟會係點樣咯。
Thank you, Sweet.
Thank you.
I'm Gerald Lau, reporting from the ICS Synergy. Back to the studio.
Many here at ICS, and perhaps even you, have been worried about their futures with the upcoming SAT and AP exams. Our reporter, Kimberly Tam, has many valuable tips and tricks to help you ace these tests and prepare your way to university. Let's see it then.
Every year, the junior and senior students enroll in AP courses. In May 2011, 135 students, which is half of the high school, took 239 AP exams. An astounding 92% of tests were rated 3 or above, and 49% received a 5. We of the ICS Synergy have decided to compile a list of tips for future AP students by interviewing teachers and past AP takers.
I guess just don't fall behind, because like some teachers, especially if it's AP, they don't bother collecting homework because they expect you to already do it. So like you gotta be on your toes with all your homework and stuff, because if you fall back, like teachers aren't going to be checking every single class, and if you fall behind, then like when it comes test time, you're going to have a lot more work to do.
My tip would be listen in class, because for me, when I take the exam, I actually remember things that we discussed in class more than like what I study on my own.
How do I study? I don't really study. I just go with it.
Well, number one, they have to be really, really organized. Because it's a lot of work, it's super important that students have a regular study schedule and that a regular time when they're going to get their work done. And also just like if their notes are a mess and totally disorganized, it's going to be impossible to study. So you got to be organized, number one thing. Secondly, you should get a lot of sleep. Actually, some of my best students are not necessarily the ones who like work the hardest, but they're the most disciplined, and they get like 8 hours of sleep every night. So when they come to class, they're actually awake and they learn things. So those are two big important things.
Don't cram the night before your test or any exams and stuff. Like separate the material so that you can like study every day, and like just separate the materials, because there's a lot of stuff to learn.
Yes, definitely. I think cramming just doesn't work. You really have to review the material quite a while before the test so that you have good understanding of the material. And also it's very important to listen in class, because a lot of the times what the teacher says will be very helpful, especially for the tests that he might give. So it's very important that you listen and understand the material, and even if you don't understand it, to kind of have an idea of what's going on, so that when the test or the AP comes, or when you have to go home to study, you have a better understanding in general of the idea that you need to know.
To conclude, here are our tips for future AP students. Remember to submit your assignments on time. Do not fall behind in class, as it is difficult to catch up. Be organized and do not cram your material the night before. Pace your studying out. And most importantly, get enough sleep so you can do better in class and during the exam.
Thanks a lot, Kimberly. You've certainly made me more confident about my upcoming AP exams.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you for choosing us as your fair and balanced source of news. This is James.
And this is Janelle.
And you have been watching the ICS Synergy Report. Good night, everyone.